You've had a big morning going outside and playing, huh, little one? I know. I know, good boy. It's time for you to come in and take a nap. It's hot out. Got like 83 degrees. So I've been outside patching holes in the fence and trying to keep this little guy in the yard. He is a challenge, and of course he's a cat, so my fences are not designed to keep cats in. But the mama kitty to the baby kitty's umbilical cord is just a little too short for my comfort. I like him to stay close. But so it's pretty hot out, and I'm gonna work indoors now for a little while. Today is like day 3 or 4 where I feel like maybe all this health decline, I've hit bottom and I've stopped descending, and maybe I'm starting to rise a little bit. So, man, this has been a booger. Really. Please get your shingles vaccine, especially if you're a Lyme patient. But today we're going to talk about lightning. And this is part of my lightning setup. And it's the lightning rod that's going to go on the very top of the mast. And I'm going to do something crazy, and that is that I'm going to put an ornament on here that kind of looks like a weather vane, which of course will be honeybee themed. In the middle of that, I decided to go with a blue lightning ball, and it's got a little retaining ring. This is not glass, it's a plastic one, but it's going to work, and you're not going to see all of it because there's going to be about 2 of these metal sculpture ornate honeybees. It's metal and it's about 2 feet wide, and so I'm going to face one facing down, and it has a flat middle body, so this will be the middle of the body, and the second one will go on top, and I'm going to tie them together with, solder everything together, so this is like one piece at the end of the day. But one of the things that this doesn't have, and it's just because that at the end of the day, this lightning rod, it's really a 1/2 inch, so it's a very small gauge, and I was fortunate to find a lightning ball that works on 1/2 inch, and so I had an option of 1. Now, one of the things that this doesn't have is the little caps that go across the top here. And I've looked far and wide, and I cannot find them that are the right size, and so I've decided to make my own. And what I did is I found some copper plumbing caps that are 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to make these into some lightning rings. And so these guys are a little too deep, which is not going to bother me, but you can see they fit on here really nicely. This one on this side, I'm going to need to do a little notch out for my reset screw, and we'll do that in a minute. But my thinking is that I can put a hole in the middle, but I don't want to just drill a hole. I want it to roll inwards so that it stays in contact and grip the lightning rod itself, and then that will cause it to arc across, and that arc inside of here causes an illumination, and this should glow at the time it's struck, which I don't know, that's kind of cool. So yes, I'm doing that. So what I did is I bought 5 of these caps, and I started off with a smaller drill, and then I worked into a bigger one, and obviously that's much bigger. So once I drilled the bigger hole, then what I did is I inverted it on here, and with a socket I pounded that down, and it just pushed that copper up inside and curled it in there, almost like a little rivet. So that's going to give me really good contact with the lightning rod. But I don't think I got as much curl as I wanted, and that's because I took too big a bite with the drill, and so I'm going to go a smaller one now and show you how I did this. And just so you guys know, I have a shop with a drill press and everything, and for some reason I like to work in the house. It's nuts, I know. So what I'm going to do here now is see if I can't drill a hole in this somewhere close to the middle. And I don't like where I started. There we go. Oop. My drill bit just bottomed out because it's loose. There we go. So let's try this other hole. There we go. It's still not perfect, but we can get another. Okay. Yeah, and it's going to be okay that it's not perfect center. I think I'm going to try to move it over though. Oh, it's walking on me. Okay, that's over a little better. Let's try this, just for shits and giggles. Because you know, that's how you explore and you learn stuff, is that you try things. And I have 5 shots at this. So I'm going to put it on upside down because I want it to curl inwards, you know. So I want the metal to curl inside like that. So we'll put this on here. And then I got a socket just to push on the outside of this. And I'm just going to hold it with my hand and tap it on. Turn down your volume, maybe. There it goes. That was good. Let's see if we can't get that off now. Yes, so that curled in pretty nice. Almost looks like it got shot with a bullet. But it is definitely off center, so that one's not going to work for me. But these other ones will. And yeah, that one I don't like. Let's try this one. This one doesn't have anything done to it at all. It's totally brand new. So let's see if I can get that one right. And I'm going to drill this from the inside this time with this one bigger bit. And see if I can't do a better job of lining it here. I should have a... I know, I've got my punch here and I just haven't been happy with this. It seems like it's moving on me. Got a good one on that one, I think. All right, let's try that. And, ooh, nice. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm liking that one. This is going to be my champion piece right here, I can tell you that. All right, let's put this baby on. Round this one over. Nice. Much better. And then that will fit on here. Oops, not up. Yep. Go down a little further for me, but I want to give it a little more encouragement here. I need a little more socket. There we go. And a bad spot there. Let's see if I can push that down further. Okay, so we'll put that guy on. Oh, lovely. So let's mark this one with our Sharpie, because this one's got a good little spot here. cut out that notch so it'll fit over that screw hole. And I'll get the Dremel out for that. Should be able to wiggle this out, that little tooth now. There we go. And hopefully that's going to fit on there around that little notch. There. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's not working right. Yeah, I don't think I have enough out of the notch. Nope, needs to be a little wider. There we go. You wouldn't even know that they were made at home. They would work perfect. So there we go. Beautiful. I think that's going to look really cool. So I have honeybee down here, and then we'll have the lightning way up high. So hopefully we won't melt the... That's going to be a test, I suppose. If it happens, it happens. It's all right. But that is going to look really cool. To have a honeybee lightning rod with a blue lightning ball. Huh, Ed? What do you think, buddy? You liking that? I know, you're disgruntled because you're in the house. It's hot and it's time for your afternoon nap. We'll go out this afternoon, okay? Yeah, we'll go out this afternoon. That's a good boy. All right, so there we go. You know, don't be afraid, because I could have bought the bigger lightning washers, and it would have cost me about $20. And I bought 5 of these guys for about $6. And like I said, if I screw up 1 or 2, that's all right. I've got these left over. And, you know, even though those are offset, like if this gets struck and those blow off and I need a replacement, I've got one, which is fine. You're not going to see it up close and personal, but I think that's going to work really lovely at the end of the day. So, you know, Doug on Seeker says, what did you make today? And there you go. I've got a a honeybee lightning rod light. So this is phase 1 of this project, and when I get the rest of it and put it together, I'll do another video, and that'll be phase 2 of this project. And of course there's going to be a lot more discussion about lightning up and coming on the boat, because I have a whole lightning system that I have put together and I'm going to install. So I think that's kind of cool at the end of the day to have, and I'm toying with the idea of making this longer. So I've got me a double nut here because I might make it taller. Essentially, your boat needs to be inside this triangle and to be protected like inside the Faraday cage. And I'm going to play around with that, because if you have anything sticking out of there, it's not protected. So the top of the mast, if I put my anchor light on here, and if I put it at an angle out in this area, for example, I'm not protected, because this is going to line up with the stern of your boat where your backstay comes in, and then the other side is going to line up for your mast. Goes into the bow of the boat. Okay, so that forestay is cabled here, and this will all be bonded. So from inside this triangle down to the backstay is your protected Faraday cage, and the same runs to your lateral stays coming down, that you want to stay inside of those. So really you're going to want your light to be closer inside of that triangle. There are all kinds of articles and some videos on this, in fact. And if you do something silly like put a fishing pole out, or you stick your boat hook out and it's outside of that triangle, then this becomes a new lightning rod. So all your stuff that you have, you really want it to be inside of that triangle, you know, inside of your wires so that you're safe. So put your hook someplace inside of that and it won't attract lightning, because your system will, and then that'll, because it's bonded, it'll carry that all the way down. Anyhow, this is a cool project. You'll probably not see this again on a boat, but it's because we're doing something a little different here, a themed sailboat that's promoting apitherapy for people that are sick with pathogens like Lyme disease, and honeybees in general, and how important they are for our ecosystem. And I can tell you that melatonin is 78% of the peptides inside of honeybee venom, and it is so exceptionally powerful. It will break down scar tissues, it will relieve pain, it will kill pathogens, it breaks down biofilm communities of chronic illness, and it literally is a miracle in how it works. So tune in and follow us and learn more, because I'm going to do some things different. In fact, here's one of my big primary plugs for bonding the boat, and then these are going to be some smaller plugs that have a probe that come out. Three in the stern, or one in the stern, three on the port, three on the starboard side, all bonded together, and it's going to produce a really great lightning system. Hi, Ed. We're going to be safe. So there you go. This is SV, Melatonin's Miracle. Melatonin, 78% of honeybee venom. It's the just right venom, the Goldilocks of venom, kills pathogens, doesn't cause harm to healthy tissues, and really does create miracle recoveries in people. So you got to be interested in it. I mean, just a little bit. And what you know about venom and what true allergy is probably not the reality. Most people can adjust their immune system. The secret is to take your vitamin C. If you want to learn more about the whole protocol, join the Flippin' Lyme Foundation online. You can look at our Blog Talk radio series on how to use venom safely. And there's YouTube videos, there's Facebook groups, apitherapy to treat pathogens. And of course, you can follow the boat. SV, Melatonin's Miracle. Our little 30-foot Luger Voyager adventurer. Woohoo! And you should always have a dream that you contribute to. So I am Dive Girl Deb on a little sweaty day here. It got hot on us all of a sudden. But yeah, I think we'll be doing some more videos this year, because I'm getting back on my feet, and I'll be making progress. And I try to do just even something small like this every day, to where I feel like I'm doing something on the boat and it's not getting away from me and just languishing as I am while I'm sick. So there we go. A lightning ball installed. Yay! Bye guys. Love ya.